My name is Gray and I'm a girl, and that's the show.
Oh. Actually, does that do anything? No. That also doesn't. Do you have an update?
Do you need anything, sir?
Not really. I was just passing by.
Okay. Hey, I know that you've been through a lot and you're resting and I should leave you alone, but I'm not.
May I speak with you for a while, Victoria?
Of course, Samuel.
I'm concerned about Robert.
I appreciate your concern. I spoke with the sanatorium's head nurse a few minutes ago. She had no news of him whatsoever. I'm worried, Samuel. Something strange is going on. I fear something may have happened to him.
Why do you
I'm sure
sound
Robert will manage.
wobbly?
Do not underestimate this, Samuel. He is my oldest son, and then I have no one left but you.
Is your voice modified?
I'm quite sure nothing has
Artificially
happened to him.
modified?
Everything will get sorted out soon.
What is...
I hope you are right. I cannot wait in uncertainty any longer. We must do something. I would like you to go to Ashbury to find out what happened. Here we wait in darkness, and I have no one else that can go.
Yeah, that's
Will
not
you do
right.
it for me, Samuel?
Of course. I'll set off straight away.
No, please do not go in the middle of the night. It will be better to go in the morning.
I don't mind traveling at night, and it is best that I go as soon as possible.
Are you certain?
The sooner I find
I
out
mean,
something,
Oh,
I guess I am.
All right, then. But please take care of yourself, will you, Samuel?
You needn't worry. I must go to Ashbury and figure out what happened. Victoria, I found a letter in which James writes to William. He addresses him as Dear Father. So who is James, in fact?
Oh, well, it does not matter anymore anyway. It is true, Samuel. James is William's illegitimate son. I
Gasp!
could not tell you before when you showed me that picture. I didn't want anyone to know. This secret must be buried along with William.
I understand.
Would you please excuse me now, Samuel?
Yes. Absolutely. Ashbury
I set off for
Sanatorium.
Ashbury to find out why Robert hadn't returned yet. Someone has to know something about him there. The Ashbury Sanatorium. The place of laments, as William used to call it.
Yeah, so the place with your kid?
The night.
I'm sure I'll find a BS way around that.
Hello?
I know this is an awkward hour, but can you let me in? I would like to visit one of the patients.
We do not allow anyone in at this time. I'm sorry. You will have to come during regular visiting hours.
Tomorrow will be too late. Please, let me in and I'll explain everything.
Oh, are you a doctor?
No, I'm not.
Who have you come to visit then, in the middle of the night?
I've come because of Robert Gordon. He is the director here.
Yes, I happen to know who's director here, Mr.
Samuel Gordon. I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself.
Very well then. I'll make an exception, Mr. Gordon. Push the gate open when you hear the buzzer and go straight to the main entrance. I will be expecting you in the lobby.
Thank you.
Why does that light keep turning on and off? Okay, I guess I'm going right on in.
Thank you for letting me in.
This looks like
I would not have let you in if you weren't a relative of the head doctor.
Evil
Yes.
Within.
Actually, he is what I'm here about. You see, he hasn't shown up for a couple of days now, and I was hoping you might know something.
I'm afraid I will have to disappoint you then. He left the sanatorium the day before yesterday, late at night, and has not turned up again since.
Are you sure?
Of course. I have been on duty every day.
What time did he leave?
Around midnight, I believe. He always leaves quite late. He has had a lot of work to do lately.
Did he mention where he was going, or say anything unusual?
Give me a minute. No, I don't recall him saying anything special.
Give me a minute.
He
No.
was very tired. Just said good.
I would like to visit a patient named James. Can you show me to his cell?
No, that's not possible, Mr. Gordon.
Can't you let me in?
Unfortunately, you will not be able to visit him, no matter what I could or could not do.
I don't understand.
Did he escape?
Don't you know? James escaped the night before yesterday. I thought someone had told you.
No, I didn't know. How did he escape?
He must have gotten into the sewer system under the building. It should have occurred to me that he might do something like this.
Why? Did he say something to you?
Yes, I spoke to him the day before. He seemed much more anxious than usual. But there was more to it. I don't know if I can tell you. It is a delicate situation.
Please speak. It might be important. Maybe it will shed some light on the whole matter with Robert.
Yeah, also, like, in what way is he crazy?
I don't have a clue. Please tell me what you know.
All right. James was more anxious than usual, as I said. It was hard to understand what he was trying to tell me. But it was the head doctor that he was speaking about. He said he knew something important, but he could not tell anyone what it was.
Did he say what it was exactly?
No. It seemed to me
No.
that he was afraid.
She kind of just said that.
Asking me to put in a word for him with one of the doctors so he could go home. But he insisted that I not mention it to the head doctor. He acted quite desperate, so I promised I would help him.
What happened then?
Well, James does tend to be very moody, but I would not say that he is dangerous. I have known him for years now, and most of the time he's made very little trouble. So I went to the head doctor to ask him for a temporary leave permit for James.
But you said he didn't want Robert to know.
I had to promise that, but without the signature of the head doctor, no patient can leave this place. He didn't agree, though, and defended his opinion quite firmly. It seemed rather strange to me, such rigidity, I mean.
Did you speak with James after that?
No, I didn't want to further disconcert him. And the next day, he escaped. I cannot tell you anything more. I have no idea why he wanted to go back home so suddenly.
You have been quite helpful. Thank you. Why would James want to get away so desperately and suddenly? And why didn't Robert allow him to return to the castle? It seems to me that these things are related somehow.
Well, if he's
That's all.
been staying at a
Thanks.
sanatorium, there must be something off about him. So maybe he didn't want to bring
This
him
is
to the
ward
castle.
for the patients' cells. No one is allowed to go there at night.
Because that would be like a danger, either to himself, like to James, or to those staying
Clean
there.
Water. The water in it will be pretty cold.
Touch it. No? Okay.
I won't be digging in that trash. It's mostly old papers.
They could be important. Fine. Can I go? Ooh. Let's not get behind the counter and terrify that poor person.
Terrible weather.
Oh! Sewer's right
A
here.
Sewer. Maybe the main output of the ventilation system of the building.
Can I go in it? Wait, is there stuff this way? And then I'll go that way. Go around the building. Okay. Interesting.
A few beer bottles, old containers, and rusty cans. Just rubbish. Old junk destroyed by wind and rain. There's no point messing with it. A few bottles of beer. The labels are not very damp. The bottles haven't been out long. A heap of damp coal. It would still burn well in a strong fire. A coal bucket. It's empty.
Hmm.
10-degree lager.
That means nothing to me.
Who the hell is that?
Hi!
Is that you again? I'm heating the place like I'm supposed to. Not one of those crackpots of yours is freezing. Don't you worry. The boiler is running full blast, so leave me alone.
This is Samuel Gordon. Can you open the door?
Who?
Hello!
I'd just like to ask you about something.
Yeah? What do you want from me?
My Uncle Robert runs this institution. Can you let me in?
I couldn't care less about who's running this booby hatch. I belong to the Doctor Bunch, and I don't have to obey old Gordon. Give me a break and mind your own business.
All right, but I just need to find something out. Then I'll be gone.
Oh well, okay, what do you want?
Oh god. So many questions.
It seems to be quite hot inside. Are you heating at full power?
There's no other way when the weather's like this. I'll sit here the whole day and night in this awful heat.
Well, you can turn it down a little, can't you?
Impossible. They've just installed this new regulator. It takes care of maintaining the right temperature by itself. If it could also do the shoveling for me, I'd have one less thing to worry about.
So why don't you just leave the door open?
Well, that's another problem. I don't want the nurse checking up on me. She comes by to have a peek inside here from time to time to see whether I'm asleep or something. When the door is closed, I can cool myself down with beer whenever I want.
Yeah, that would be kind of annoying. It's like, as long as you're doing your job, who cares how you're doing it?
Gordon recently?
No, I haven't. I'm closed. Nobody ever comes around here anyway, except the head nurse. I last saw him about a month or so ago. Yeah, last month. It was Thursday, I think.
How do you know what day of the
Not after
week?
that. But you said you were his nephew.
That's
didn't you?
strange.
Yes, I did.
Well, then it's you who should know where he is.
Touché.
What do you know about the runaway patient?
There was a lot of confusion about his escape here. Haven't a clue why they made so much fuss over one silly loony.
Well, I mean, if he's dangerous.
That loony is a member of my family. He may be disturbed, but he's no fool.
Oh, I'm sorry. How could I know that you were related?
Now, why I asked. You know this place well, right?
Sure. I've worked here for some years now.
If you wanted to get outside, how would you do it?
Listen, these are some odd questions, you know. Aren't you an inspector or something like that?
You think inspections are carried out at midnight? So how does one escape out of a locked cell?
Well, I have no idea why you're interested in this, but I don't think there's a simple way out. Maybe from the hall, into the sewers under the building. Other than that, I don't know. If you manage to get that far, the rest wouldn't be a problem. The sewer has several openings that nobody's watching. Why are you asking anyway?
Because I'm nosy.
I'm just considering all the alternatives.
Right.
I have to see the cell from the inside. If it's impossible to get out, as everyone says, How could James have escaped without someone having helped him? But who could have helped him? That nurse, maybe. Or Robert himself. Robert's disappearance is surely connected with James somehow.
I mean, maybe?
I see you have a decent supply of beer. What if the head nurse saw those bottles?
No big deal. You can see them outside. As long as she doesn't catch me with one in my hands, she has nothing to complain about.
I won't be keeping you any longer.
Good.
Bye! Okay.
10-degree lager. 10-degree...
Okay. Oh.
I'll have a look.
Oh.
This must be the thermostat regulating the temperature of the ventilation. I can't see any controls on it. It's probably entirely automatic. It's probably in... The middle rod seems to be loose. Maybe I could pull it out somehow.
Ooh. Okay. So I need to loosen that rod somehow. No? I probably need to find a new item. I don't have that pipe anymore. I thought oh, there we go. Graveyard? Oh, that makes sense.
Everyone who died within the walls of the sanatorium rests here.
I've explored a sanatorium's graveyard before. To the rear part of the graveyard. Is there nothing here? Oh, monument.
It hides a few flickering candles from the rain.
That's a fancy one.
The resting place of someone of a noble family. The grate ends in stone. I cannot see any lock. The grate can...
Strange.
The metal doors have no locks to prevent just anyone from entering.
Interesting. Oh. I mean, it's not, and that's not a thing you should ever touch. Ugh. Ah. Okay, this is super dumb. I was stuck on what to do. And this is so roundabout. It's making so many people's lives terrible.
May I speak with you?
Sure.
Can you tell me anything about the sanatorium graveyard?
I have worked here for almost 12 years now, and I know next to nothing about it.
Has it always belonged to the sanatorium?
As far as I know, it has. We no longer use it for burying, but it would have served its purpose in the past. Many patients would spend their whole life here, and when their time came, they would be buried at the back of the sanatorium. But that was a long time before I started here. I do not know much else about that place.
Okay.
I need a little time here without being watched. Could you possibly do me a favor? I'd like to make a call to the manor.
Why
to
are
check
you
if
speaking
anything has
so
changed
loudly and
regarding Robert.
grandly in
If you
this?
could show me where the
Like,
phone
it's just
is.
the two of you.
I'm sorry, I can't let you inside. But I could call myself.
Right. Here's the number then.
I do not need it. It is in the internal phone book. Wait here.
Oh, you know I'm not going to. You're just going off into the abyss. Okay.
I need to do this quickly before she returns. The label doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, okay.
The cabinet is locked. I haven't got the key. The cabinet is locked.
Oh, wait.
It has a slot of some kind.
Is it the key?
It has a slot.
Oh.
There are some.
Oh, okay.
The coin fits in the groove at the bottom. A little key was hidden there.
Ooh, buddy.
A strong sedative will put a person to sleep for a whole day. Defanol. I have no idea what it's good for. Maybe a relaxant, who knows?
Am I just stealing all the
drops.
things?
Not really what I'm looking for. Cantropin diminishes headaches. I still have enough of my own pills.
That's all? That's all I can... Okay. Cool. I didn't steal stuff.
It took a while. No one was answering the phone this late.
No problem. Did you learn anything about Robert?
Unfortunately, Mr. Gordon has not returned yet.
I see. Thank you for your time.
You are quite welcome. It was nothing.
That's all. Thanks.
So I have to now drug the guy. I have a hammer now too. So do I like drug him, he goes back inside, and then I hammer out that bar and then like mess with his stuff? Is that what I'm doing? Is that the plan? Also, I love that I'm like giving sedatives. Like, I don't know this guy. I don't know if he has like underlying health conditions. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm really not doing that.
I spilt a little, but the syringe is full of sedative now.
Okay.
I'll go with full dose, so it kicks in fast.
You're playing with fire, bud.
Now, get him to drink it.
You again?
May I speak with you? What do you know about the graveyard at the back of the sanatorium?
Well, it's a graveyard.
Do they bury patients there?
Nah, not anymore. but I wouldn't go there if I were you. Especially not now. I'm no coward, but one never knows what can happen.
What do you think I should be afraid of?
No graveyard is suitable for a midnight walk. Especially not this one. You have any idea who all's lying there? Lunatics, maniacs, madmen. You name their twist, they're there. But why am I telling you this anyway? Go where you like.
I won't be keeping you any longer.
Good.
You didn't drink the beer. Nurse is just gonna let you do this? Not gonna question anything? Okay. This game, man.
Shout out and thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Thank you! If you'd like to support the show, check out my Patreon page and my Redbubble store. Links are included in the description down below. That's right, I got swag. Swag as in merch, not swag as in swagger. I'm still a nerd. Thanks for tuning in. Bye!